Amen. This business, I got into it, first it was about me, okay, getting my life together. And, once I had my son, my first son, I realized that, and seeing how you can build a legacy here, seeing how you can create generational wealth, seeing how this opportunity can change me as a person. It wasn't about me being selfish no more. I saw how I can affect lives, not just mine, and not just the people who I was helping, but the foundation that I'm able to build here for not just my one son at the time, Aiden. Now I have Jalen and I have Kingston, and knowing that I'm building something that with this residual pay that can be left to my wife when I'm no longer here, and then also left to them. It's something to where I've watched families come into this opportunity and build a platform for where their family can springboard off of it and do other things. Not everybody, yes, wants to get into insurance, but with this here, you make enough money to where you can change the trajectory of your family's financial health, right? And be able to put them in a position. My goal is to not just take care of this generation, but I want to take care of generations to come. I want to plant a seed right now to where my great grandkids can be saying, you know what, I'm glad Pap or Grandpa, whatever they're gonna call me, he put something in place that's allowing us to not just survive out here, but thrive and being able to set an example. So, I most definitely strive for that, to be legacy with it, and, planting that seed, and most definitely hope that it keeps growing for years and years to come. I believe strongly in this because I'm all about helping people. It's not all about the money. So yes, you do make some money, but I love seeing with being able to help a client and give them that peace of mind, knowing that when they pass, their funeral could be prepared, planned, and paid for, right? That's our product. And not only that, the protection we offer through the Funeral Consumer Guardian Society. That's one part of the business, taking care of the client, right? But also the opportunity itself, being able to meet somebody, somebody who's just sick and tired of the 9 to 5, sick and tired of living paycheck to paycheck, especially in these days and times where things are getting harder. I do it to get with those folks and introduce them to this opportunity, and if they're interested and they want to move forward, I love showing them how they can create a 6-figure income within a year or two, but within 5 years, 6 years, 7 years, creating a 6-figure residual income, and changing their family's dynamics and financial, and not just changing the financial part, but helping them become a better person. I always say to people, it's okay to be, you could be a 6-figure earner, but I think Eric Thomas said, are you a 6-figure father? Are you a 6-figure brother, son? Whatever you're, a community person, are you 6 figures there? Are you 7 figures there? Because it's not about the money. Don't let the money make you. You make it, and then what are you going to do with it? Who are you going to help along the way become better at that? And AMPM, that's what it stands for, always making positive moves. We want to make positive moves in our community and our people within there, and looking to help people just be better. Oh man, my family, this has impacted my family in many ways. It's been a blessing for me to be able to say I work with my wife, all day, every day. She now, is in the business. She's been with me. I've been an agent and agency owner for coming up on 17 years now. She's been with me for 16 of those. And how, she's able to work the business, but also be a mother and a wife and be able to do other things and give back. She volunteers at church and she's able to do that type of stuff. But then I look at my sister. She's involved in the business with me too, who's about to have my little niece here. And I know that she's going to be able to take care of her, right? Her kid and her husband, and be able to build a legacy there. And I have my mother-in-law in the business who retired, and she gets a check every single month. She's able to sit back and retire from the book of business that she built here. But as far as my family goes, being able to travel and and go places and, be able to, because when I was younger, there was no traveling. We couldn't afford to do that, but now we can take trips. And not only can I take my family, but my parents are coming with me, okay? We want to be able to see the world and be able to enjoy life. We're not living that paycheck to paycheck. Being able to give back, being able to give and donate, and, it's just been great to see how my family has been able to evolve and just grow from this opportunity. this opportunity is life changing for the right person, the right people. Getting into this, you have to be coachable, trainable, teacher. You got to have a strong work ethic. But if you're just tired of that 9 to 5, you're tired of, I said, living paycheck to paycheck. If you know there's something that was planted in your heart, something was planted in you, and you just got to take that leap of faith. Trust in God that He put that in there for you to be able to find somebody like myself or somebody out here to be able to, nudge you along the way and coach you along and mentor you along the way so you can live out your purpose here. This is a great opportunity for it. If you're looking, most definitely, please reach out to somebody and let us sit down and just have a talk to you. If you would consider that, and who knows, it may be life changing for you.